When making a video game, you're not going to make something that's going to be fun for everyone. In fact, I'm fairly confident in saying that no medium has ever produced something which literally everybody likes. Any given food is going to have its fair share of critics, just like any popular enough video game is going to have several detractors. Neither of these means that the game is bad. By making a game, you're putting a very subjective piece out into the wild, and some people just aren't going to see the vision in your head, nor will they feel the emotions that you feel it should evoke. Somebody is inevitably going to get it wrong. As a nice case study for this, let's take the game Shadow Warrior. Praised by critics such as Total Biscuit, I decided to try it since it was free on the Humble Bundle store. I spent exactly 13 minutes in-game before I realised that I really didn't enjoy it. The graphics looked nice, albeit somewhat discordant, but the main kicker was the camera. Some people found the copious camera shaking really satisfying and nice, but others just didn't get on with it, myself included. I'm not exactly sure why, but this is the first game I've ever played wherein I felt genuinely nauseous after such a short span of gameplay. The point is that it's not necessarily the developer's fault, nor is it even my fault. I can't control the fact that playing Shadow Warrior makes me want to throw up, nor can the developers read my mind and cater to my particular interests. So why exactly have I been telling you about Shadow Warrior? Well, it's to exemplify the fact that a developer can be really successful without catering to absolutely everybody. As a developer, not everybody has to explicitly enjoy everything you make, let alone everything that you enjoy. Other people are other people, and that's perfectly fine. You can exchange experiences and maybe gain some new perspectives into what it's like to not be yourself. The point is that different people are different people, and the differences between them are usually pretty cool. Now maybe I've gone off on a tangent here, but let me provide a quick summary. You don't have to make something that anyone else will like. It definitely doesn't make your piece in some way inferior. The only caveat to this is if you are making video games or whatever you're making for a living, you might not be able to afford to make a game about your favourite wall crawler in certain demilitarized parts of Germany. This can be related to the concepts of pop and boogie popularized by YouTube creator Digibro in his video on invitational art. If you don't know what these are, worry not, for I'll provide a quick description. Pop and boogie relate to the two kinds of content that someone can produce. Pop is the flashier stuff. It's the stuff that the average Joe can see, nod their head at, and continue their day with fond memories of. However, that average Joe is much more likely to come back for whatever other media you create. If you create something a little more involved or a little bit more personal, aka your boogie content, that average Joe will understand it better and enjoy it more. That Joe knows you slightly more intimately, but they no longer have to get acclimated to your style or personality. They've already done that when the stakes were lower. And since they enjoy this more, they're more likely to visit more of your work. You've successfully gained a fan. And if you're struggling to make a living, you don't want to make your boogie content. You want to be making pop until your boogie stuff can support you. And even then you might want to keep some pop around just so as to not scare any newcomers off. Yeah, by now this really did go off on quite a tangent, and by now I can't remember what the original point I was going to make was, but hopefully you've gleaned something interesting from this. As usual, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more videos either about Masochist, this, maybe Ludum Dare, but most likely not, because that finished. I'm not a big fan of my submission, or anything else related to games or game development. Also, according to some posts on r/GameDev, it's apparently a good idea to start a Discord server for your game. I don't actually know if that's a good idea. I can't think of why it would be. I mean, I have a YouTube channel. That's PR enough. But let me know in the comments if you would be interested in a Discord server, and if it gets enough support, I might just make one. You know, it could be fun. Thanks for watching.